So I'm going to make ratatouille next. So we've done this recipe, so it's quite simple, as in all the vegetables are cut small, so they'll cook down more quick and more even. There's a few important things to know. That is that you want about a 1/2 centimeter dice. We don't want big veg. So I've got the red peppers, I've got red onions, I've got courgette, aubergine, chili, lemon zest, garlic, olives. The fennel, where we've only used the tops of the fennel, either cut in 1/2 or 1/4 lengthway first, depending on the thickness, and then cut them into a dice. And we've got olive oil. So that's all the frying vessel and all the ratatouille vegetables. Now, really importantly, this is for the sauce. So we've got our nice Marzanino tomatoes that have been cut, seasoned, put basil and the spices inside it, and that's been kind of left for 1/2 an hour. It's really important note is that when you get these tomatoes, do not ever put them in the fridge. They do not live in the fridge. They should be constantly at room temperature. If you've got a warm kitchen, all the better. So what we do with these is blend them, but first I'm going to start the cooking first. So oiling, and then pretty much all the vegetables going. Started, there's some more veggies to go in, but I want to put the salt in now. Quite important. And go the lemon zest. And remember, when we're cooking like this and we're frying and the oil's gone, it's important. Every now and again you put a little drop of water. The steam helps soften the vegetables, but they're not boiling, they'll very soon be frying them. Chilies and garlic. Right, that's all the salad vegetables in there together. So they're going to keep frying. You're going to make sure that the bottom of the pan stays clean, that you've got enough heat through there to be actually frying and not just stewing. And then in the meantime, I'm going to do tomatoes. So we talked about the marination and why they should be warm to release more juice. We don't put tomatoes in the fridge. I'm going to start the blending. Now I want this blending at high speed for 3 minutes on a good blender. I'll start low. I'm going to start turning up. And then we're going to come back to this in 3 minutes time. Okay, so 3 minutes blending the tomatoes nice and smooth. They're done. You can hear the vegetables. There's a little bit of colour developed on them. There's a little bit catching, not catching, got a little bit of on the bottom of the pan. I want that up. I want the flavour in the vegetables. And turn the pan down and add all the tomato. It seems too much at this stage, but you're going to let it simmer together for around about 30 minutes, maybe more, so you get a nice thick saucy consistency. I'm just on a low setting, just so it's ticking nicely. So you want it to spend some time together, so the flavours kind of amalgamate. And then when you finish it, you just correct the seasoning and you put the lemon juice in, and we are done. We'll come back to that so you can see the thickness of it shortly. Yeah. Okay, so this has been cooking for nearly 40 minutes now. So the vegetables are lovely and tender. All the flavours are amalgamated. I'm going to turn him off. And the last thing to do is, you can see obviously with having the vegetables cooked nice and small, you can just you can make them out one with the sauce. That's perfect for service. Now we're going to add the lemon juice. Now I've turned it off. That will thin it out, but obviously you've got to re-warm it again, usually for the service, so that will be back to perfect again. And that's it. So you can see it's fairly thick, and the size is important. Obviously fish is delicate. It's a piece of bream fried with it. We don't want big chunky pieces of vegetables. We want them nice and small like that.